Angele from amisbyangele. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these squishy octos. There are stress balls inside the octos, so when you squish them, they do this. If you would like a written version of this pattern, I have it available for purchase on amisbyangele.ca. So let's get started. To make the squishy octo, you're going to need some stress balls. This stress ball is from Temu and it's 1.3 inches or 3.5 centimeters in diameter. Along with this size stress ball, you will need some Parfait chunky yarn. I really recommend this yarn because along with this size stress ball, you won't need any stuffing. Today I am going to use some blue Parfait chunky yarn. You will also need a crochet hook. I recommend a 4mm hook. And you'll need a yarn needle, some scissors, a stitch marker, and finally, because of the stress ball that is in the squishy octo, you can't use regular safety eyes or else you'll puncture the ball. So you can either embroider the eyes on using worsted weight acrylic or cotton yarn. You can also use felt ties, and that's what I'm going to use. If you're using felt ties, you're going to need a glue gun as well as some tweezers to hold the felt while you're gluing it down, as to not burn your fingers. And that's it. So let's get started. For round 1, you're going to start with a magic circle and single crochet 8 into the circle. So here's 1. So now I'm going to close the circle. I'm just going to tug gently as to not split the yarn. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to finish closing the circle. Now for round 2, we're going to do 8 increases around. I want to hide this starting yarn tail so it doesn't come showing out through the mouth. So we're going to crochet over that yarn tail. So here is the first stitch. 1. And we're going to do an increase in there. So we're going to do another single crochet in there. There's 2. So next increase. So what I do with the yarn tail is I just put it over top of my hook. And then it gets crocheted into the stitch. There's a second increase. And the 8th. There. Now we can turn it around. And there's the yarn tail. I'm just going to tug on a little bit. And now we can just cut that. Now for rounds 3 and 4, you'll single crochet 16 around. So that's round 3 completed with 16 single crochet, and now we're going to do round 4 with another 16. And there we go. There's round 3 and 4 done. Well, sometimes you can see with my magic circle the chain 1 there is popping up. So what I like to do is I just stick my crochet hook up there. I'm going to grab that chain, put it onto the hook, and then just pull it underside. So that's the inside. There, now you don't see it anymore. Okay, now for rounds 5 and 6, this is where we're going to make this hole for the mouth. So you're going to start with single crochet 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Then you're going to skip these 2 stitches and then single crochet into the 3rd stitch. By By doing that, you've created the hole. And now we have 6 more single crochet to make 7 on this side, 7 on this side, and then the 2 chain in the middle. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now for round 6, we're going to start with 7 single crochet, just like for round 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we've reached our chain 2. For chain 2, you're going to grab a loop and then single crochet 1 into the first one. And here is the loop for the second chain, and single crochet 1 into there. And now we have the 7 remaining stitches here. We're just going to single crochet 1 into each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to make the tentacles. There will be 8 tentacles. So for round 7, you're going to do single crochet 1 and then a bobble stitch. The bobble stitch I use has 4 double crochets. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to stop once you have 5 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if ever you lose count when you're making your double crochet, you can just count how many loops are on your hook. So once you have 5 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. So for round 7, you're going to do single crochet 1, bobble stitch, single crochet 1, bobble stitch. You're going to repeat that around 8 times. So 1, and now our bobble stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the second one. After round 7, it's quite possible that your bubble stitches will be inside out like mine. All you have to do is just pop them back out. So you want the bubbles of the bobble stitches to be on the outside, or else the tentacles will be on the inside. There. It's quite possible that they will try to sink back in later, but we can fix it. After round 7, if you want to embroider the eyes, now is the time to do it. So you're going to grab some worsted weight black yarn, either acrylic or cotton, whatever you like, and you're going to find rounds 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to embroider eyes on over those 2 rounds. One on the left side of the mouth and one on the right side of the mouth. If you don't want to embroider eyes and you're going to use felt eyes, then you can just continue. Okay, now comes the fun part. We're going to insert the stress ball into the octo. So first of all, you're going to turn it inside out, just like that. And we're going to grab our stress ball. This part of the stress ball is what we want pointing at the back. So you're going to find the mouth. There it is. And then the back is here. So there is the part we want at the back. So we're just going to hold it like this. It's the back, and this is the front where the mouth is. Now you're going to hold the stress ball with your 2 thumbs. And you're going to turn it back right side out. Just like that. Now if your stress ball doesn't fit inside your octo, that means it's not big enough. So the easiest way to fix that is start over, but by going up 1 or 2 hook sizes. Now if it does fit inside, but it wiggles around a lot, like there's a lot of room for it to move around, that means that your octo is too big. So you can either go down a hook size, or you can find the back, just here, this mouth is there, and just insert some stuffing back there. and then it won't wiggle around. You might also need to add a bit of stuffing just on the bottom. Just depends on how much wiggle room there is. Right, now we're going to move on to round 8, the last round. For round 8, we're going to do 8 decreases around just to start closing it up. So for the decreases, I like to work into only the front loops. So here is the front loop of the first stitch, and here is of the second stitch, which is the bobble stitch. There's 1 decrease. So we're going to do 8 decreases. There's 2. Just going to keep going until you have 8 decreases. Here's the last one. There we go. I have 8 decreases. Now to finish off, I'm going to do 1 slip stitch to the first stitch, and then chain 1, and pull up a loop there, and we're just going to leave a long tail, just about that, and we're going to pull it through. So we're going to use this tail to close up the hole. So you're going to grab your yarn needle. Now we're going to close up this hole by cinching it shut using just the front loops of each stitch. There will be 8 stitches around because we had 8 decreases. So there is 1, you pull a little tight to close it, 2, 3, and just keep going. There we go. Now to knot it off, I'm going to insert my needle in the middle of those 8 stitches and then just come out right there. Now don't pull it all the way through, you want to leave this loop here. So now you're going to insert your needle into that loop, and now we're going to pull just to make a knot. And now to hide the yarn tail, you're going to find the mouth, which is right here. And now you want to hide the yarn tail at the back because we don't want this yarn tail coming out through the mouth. So here you have to be careful as to not pierce the stress ball. So I like to just work right at the surface. Go there. I'm going to go further back some more. There. I'm going to cut the yarn. Now some of our bobble stitches have sunk in a bit, so I'm going to use a crochet hook just to go under the bobble stitch and just pull it out. Some are fine, but some have sunk in a bit. There. Now you can see all 8 tentacles. Now it's time to add the felt eyes. I'm going to grab an eye. I'm going to grab the left one. Use your tweezers to hold slightly on the edge of the eye. And now we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is where we're going to place our eye. Be something like that. And there's the mouth. It's a little bit on the left of the mouth and then on the right. So now that we know where we're going to put it, it's time to add the glue. I'm going to turn it around, grab our hot glue gun, add some glue, and quickly find 1, 2, 3, and 4, and place it and hold it tight to let the glue adhere to the yarn. There's one eye, and now the right eye. Same process, just on the right side of the mouth. Add some glue. Go on the right side of the mouth, like that, and push. I have a bit of extra glue here, so I'm just going to use my tweezers to pull that off. Now, it is perfect. If you would like to have a written out copy, As I mentioned earlier, it is available on amisbyangele.ca. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be having more tutorials for cute amigurumi coming out soon. Thanks, bye!